Hello, welcome to the channel. I'm Cindy, and today we're going to do something very different. I've actually been thinking about this for a while, and I recently saw Gail Augustinelli do this, and I thought, oh, I can do that. I think now that I see her do it, I am very excited about trying it. So what she did, she had all sorts of different scrap papers. She does a lot of digitals. So she has a lot of thinner weight scraps. Most of my scraps at this point tend to be cardstock. And I haven't really tried this with cardstock, so we'll see how it goes. But what I'm doing today, and I don't know if my glue book is in camera, I'll check that in a minute. What I'm doing today is creating basically a masterboard book or a collage book. I have all of these that I printed off from a digital a while back, and I really like them a lot. However, I printed this particular set on the wrong kind of paper. This is just regular computer paper, and I forgot to hit the correct tray when I was doing it. And so it came out with all of these beautiful prints. I'm going to take that piece of glue. So I have all these really pretty prints and on the wrong kind of paper. I have all these, I like these birds. I'll put that down there. Get rid of that particular piece. And basically what you do is you create a collage book, I guess you would call it, of all of these different pieces. And I have to watch this one because this page is a little bit short. I'll talk about the book itself in a minute. But you create these pages and then you cut them up and use them as your tags and whatnot later on. I also have some Christmas wrapping paper. And I do think I want to use this. Let me let's see if I can get that straight. I'm going to put that right down here, but I think I want to take, since it's bent up a little bit, let's go ahead and narrow the focus some. Since I have the room. Okay, maybe I narrowed it too much, so I guess we'll put you down here instead. So the whole point of the book itself is to create all of these masterboards on a theme that you can then use when you are making journals, and you can make journal tags out of them or whatever. And I am really just kind of putting these things down here anywhere I find them and find a place for them. That one's a little bit better cardstock, so I think I won't do that one. But here's the same thing in crappy cardstock. Although it's got a little bit of an edge. So let me use my trimmer for that. And I'm going to take that edge off just a little bit. The book I'm using is one that I have been I kept it. We used it all summer. Let's even that up. Although I don't know if it really matters if it's even, because if this is a master board, eventually it'll get cut up and you won't know that the edges weren't even on it. So I'm probably being a little bit over what I need to be. There we go. I like how that goes down there. This is a Seneca County, New York, has this wonderful little guidebook about all the things that they do every summer. One of the cool things that happens around here in this area is that all of these communities put out what they're doing, and then you have a whole list of what's going on for the entire summer. Well, this goes through September, and I am filming this on September 22nd. So we're just about done anyway. I'm going to use this postcard one. And so I looked at it and I said, okay, there's nothing in this last weekend here that I necessarily am interested in. So I think we'll just go ahead and use up the book. And I'm not quite hitting my edges, but that's okay because I have some Christmas washi and I will probably put the washi down there. I also have this strip and I can put that strip in. Maybe I'll do that. It's not exactly level, but that's okay. Come on, you print it under there. Here we go. We'll leave it straight along that side, not so much along this side. There's a little version of the same thing, but I think I will put this here instead. So what you do is you take, I took a bunch of pages out of this particular book because I liked them for scrapbooking in a different way. Sorry, I have a hair there that's driving me a little bit crazy. And I'm going to use a little bit of washi now. And I have this plaid washi that I like. I'll do my edges, maybe. If I can find my edge. Where's my edge? There it is. There we go. Found it. Got it. Okay, I think I want to put some right down here. So yeah, I've been wanting to try this for a while and just haven't had the opportunity or the materials. And then I saw Gail Augustinelli doing a Christmas one and I thought, ooh, I have Christmas stuff that I am having trouble using because I printed it on the wrong paper. There we go. That covers that page up. And where did I just put that? Put that here. Do I want to use, I think I'll just keep with the same. And then when I start putting together my Christmas journals, I can just cut these pages up and use them as I need. I can, and because this is such a really thick stock of paper, there we go. I can use them as journal cards. I can use them as tags. I can use them as pockets because it'll be thick enough to use as pockets. If I were going to only use them as pockets, then I wouldn't do anything to the back page, to the back side. I think I might stick a little bit down there because that's not sticking very well. I'll just take a little bit. And put that here. There. Get rid of that. Now on the back side, I'm going to fill that with all of these extra pieces of paper that I have. I do think I want to level that off though, because it makes it a little bit easier. Okay. We will set that aside. I don't know what we'll do with that. I will go ahead and trim that up. That piece, however, into the recycling you go. So these are just pieces of mostly coffee dyed paper that were scraps left over from other projects. And now they're going to find their own home. And we're going to do a scrapbooked back page. I like the pattern that came on this one. I don't know if you can see it. I'll hold it up to the camera. Maybe you can see it a little bit. get myself into the camera. Sorry, I'm moving around a lot. I don't have very good light today. It's a very dim day here in the Finger Lakes. And as a result, that's starting to get a... Oh, sorry, that was my lunch. Starting to get a little gluey. So if you're looking for a good idea for something to do with all of your scraps, consider making a, well, I'll call it a glue book, but it's not really so much a glue book or a collage book. I think she called it a collage book, Gail did. But to me, this isn't so much of a collage book as it is, oh, that piece fits right down along the side. It's a little bit big. I'm going to go ahead and use it anyway, maybe. Let's set that off to the side. I've got all these pieces. Let's pull out a few more. See what we've got. That's not cardstock. There we go. It's a little bit more level. Let's go ahead and do that whole piece in there, and then I can always just cut off the extra piece that hangs off along the side. So I'm using just, this is Elmer's glue. Get it right along the edge. Here we go. And I have this little piece. It's the Elmer's School Glue Disappearing Purple. Oh, this was one of those. Do I want to put that there, or do I want to use it like this? I'm going to go ahead and put this side in and use that edge. There we go. Because you want, oh, this is pretty. I really like this one. We'll go ahead and use this one. We'll put this one over here. Again, I don't know if that is showing up, but there is a pattern on there. These are all coffee dyed papers that I have dyed myself. I'm not probably ever going to do a video on how to coffee dye papers because there are so many good videos out there already on this, and I don't have the camera set up downstairs in order to be able to do that very well. So I don't think I probably would do that. This is a cool piece. It's got a little bit of red on it, which makes it perfect for Christmas. So let's go ahead and use that up. This was a piece I printed in my computer, my old printer, and it, the printer itself kind of threw up on my paper. It threw up red all over my paper, and it's okay. I think we're going to use that. It's a Christmas page. We'll do what it needs to do. That's a little bit thicker paper. I don't really want that one. I've got a nice little piece here. And the reason I'm backing all of these is so that when I cut them up, they will have writable places on it, and it will be like what's like a patchwork quilt. Okay, what else do I have in here? What kinds of, I have some book page pieces. I think we'll go ahead and use up some of these. I'm going to leave that off the edge a little bit. I'll trim it down later. Okay. That's too thick. I don't want the thick ones. I want these little ones right now. I'm just doing a whole bunch of little ones. Let's go ahead there. So my knee is doing very, very well. Thank you very much for those of you who have asked. It is coming along quite nicely. It will, I threw my back out Tuesday, So I've been to the chiropractor once. I'll probably go a couple more times just to get, as he's working it out for me. Getting that all set. But, and it's really not that surprising that the back gets, goes out. Got this one little piece here, and I don't need that much of it. Where'd my ruler go? Just a little bit right there. Yeah, because you're walking funny because you're trying to remember your gait and to do it the way you're supposed to, and you do and you don't. And so there we go. In my book, I now have a page that when I'm ready, I can cut it out or pull it out and then do what I need to do with it. And I maybe went a little bit too close to the edge there. Like I said, that's my first time playing around with this. First time doing it. Let's go ahead and do one more page. I am going to bring this down because it's getting quite full of glue. And let's throw in a bunch more of these pages. Now, I don't see any reason why you couldn't do this with cardstock. I'm just thinking that it's probably best. I don't know this for sure, but I'm thinking it is probably better if you use the same weight paper. And I'm not going to go all the way into the edge this time. The same weight on the page as you're going along, rather than try to use different weight papers. I think overall it just becomes a little bit easier to manage. Oops, that did not go quite where I wanted it to. Let's try that again. One of the nice things about glue stick is it does, in fact, not set immediately. This pretty one, we'll put that down along the side. So yeah, these, like I said, I'm using the lightweight at this point, just because I have them and I want to get rid of them. But if all you have are cardstock pieces left over, I don't think that that's so much of a problem. Okay. Probably should have put that one down first because that would have covered over a little bit. Oh well. This one got cut off at the bottom, so it's okay. And like I said, the little holes that I end up with, I'm just going to fill in with the washi, and I think that works out just fine. And once I actually make something with these, I will come back. I will show you what I ended up with. What have I got here? Got a nice piece here. It's not quite. Oh, that'll be nice down there. Okay, I like that down there. And I can also, oops, completely missed a page there. So I've missed being in my craft room. It's been kind of hard to be in because I have been, throwing your back out makes it hard to sit. Okay, there's some glue right on there, but that'll dry, so we'll let that dry. I kind of smudged right down the middle here. I'll put the postcard in right here. You're probably saying, what, didn't you already do one of those? I did. I'm not sure if it has exactly the same design on it. And if it does, it's because I made the same mistake twice. It happens. Okay, what else do I have here? Oh, that's pretty. Kind of like that down here. Okay, before I do that, let's grab a little bit more of this. We can put that here. Or here. There we go. I like that over there better. It's not very straight, so let me straighten that up just a little bit. So what's everybody doing as we move here now into the fall season? Obviously, I've kind of already started my Christmas work here, although I did just recently get a digital that I really, really like that is fall, and so I will probably take some time and work on that one as well, but primarily I'm in Christmas mode, obviously. Can put a little bit of this down here. See if I can I straighten that up any? I'm not always very good with the ruler as much as I'd like to be. I tend to rip and then it doesn't rip the way I want it to, and okay, it's still not very straight. Well, that's all right. We're going to put it in anyway. Starting to get to the end of my, there it is. I got glue on my thumb, so might as well put it where it can be of use. There we go. And then maybe we'll take, no, that's too big. Oh, that's kind of big as well. I've got another one of these. That's kind of small. Come on, there's got to be something just right. There we go. We'll do it this way, and then I'll put washi in over here. Okay, hang on. I've got one spot up here I haven't used yet, so I'm probably out of frame. Sorry about that. I'll come back in frame in a minute. I would say that's the hardest part about doing any of this. If you notice my orientation, I am putting everything so it's oriented the same way. You don't have to. I don't know why I am. Just it seems to make more sense to me for some reason. I'm going to put that glue right in there, that little glue glob. And then let's find a different washi. I like the plaid, but I think I've used that enough. Let's use a different. I've got a pretty plaid here. I also have, that's too much. Here we go. We'll use this one. You probably just heard the train. We are about a block away from the train line that goes through. I am out of, hang on. About a block away from the train that comes through our town. And it doesn't come through very often. And I have to, these stick on here really tight. I have to use my pliers to be able to get the top off. Okay, this one looks like it kind of got smooshed. Where'd my, there it is. I was like, where'd my washi go? Okay. Very purpley, at least to start. Okay, we'll put you down here. Cover you up there. We'll get a little bit here. So this washi has on it pine cones and presents and poinsettias and Santa hats and bells. So that's a little bit of everything. And I don't know where I got my Christmas washi. To be honest with you, I do not remember. And we'll take another small piece and put it over here where my, like I said, these digitals were meant to be done on a stronger piece because it has this little nice little divot already cut in it to be, so we have one page, we have 2 pages. I'm going to go ahead and back this page, and then I have a few more I'll probably go ahead and finish off. So I'm not going to bother, you know, I'll go ahead and turn off my camera at this point, but because you get the point. And go ahead and show me what you end up making, or if you want to just leave a comment down below about how you would use this. Sorry, I saw a spot here that I missed, and so I'm going to real quick do it up. So make sure you leave a comment down below. Let me know how you're doing, what you're doing. You know, have you already switched over to Christmas, or are you still working on fall things? And I missed a spot here. You know, you find these things as you're going along. And I cracked that top. So I will throw that top away and just use the top from the other one. There we go. Because that's done. And I will dig out glue out of that in a little while. All right, so I think I'm going to go ahead and back this up, and I will go ahead and cut this off, this little extra piece down here. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you want notifications as to when the next one comes out, hint, it will be on Friday. Just go ahead and hit the little bell and you'll get those notifications as to when everything comes out. In the meantime, this is Cindy signing off.